Hey guys, Dylan here, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. See, there you go, Doki Literature Club. Now, when we left off, we got introduced to all the girls, and we figured out that Yuki likes to write poems, and so does someone else, I think. So now we're gonna figure out what her idea is. Asuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write poems of our own. Okay, so we're all gonna be writing poems. That's pretty cool. What's that number up there? Whatever. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now I have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Hyperboy? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what has been on my mind the entire time. I never said I joined this club. Sorry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, lose my train of thought. All four girls glared back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Hyperboy. No, you guys can't do this. You guys are pulling the blame, the guilt trip on me. You guys can't do this. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing a poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes. Oh, hey. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. You really just came for the cupcakes. I would be super pissed. Oh, calm down. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Hyperboy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with a mediocre writing skills? I really feel the anxiety swelling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Asuki clean up their food. Hey, Hyperboy, since we're really here, you want to walk home together? That's right. Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because we always stayed after school for the clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Yeah, walking home. Classic, I guess. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole day, my mind wanders back and forth between four girls. Sayori, Masuki, Yuri, and, of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it all starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, what am I gonna write about? Where do you think your favorite club members would like something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most? Awesome. Chocolate. Wonderful. Holiday. Friends. Warm. Bubbles. Sparkle. Raindrops. Lucky. Family. Candy. Cute. Milk. Sure, why not? Milk. Adventure. Music.
Spirit.
Vanilla. Getting risky there. Fun. Nibble. Heart. Okay. Hi again, Hyperboy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. If you don't avoid, I'm gonna have to kill you. What'd you say? Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last time to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Hyperboy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you drive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. So you already told me that you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Hyperboy always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set the house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I may be a little jealous. Oh, she's jealous. Come on, you and Hyperboy can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious of the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry. Yuri wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is How Is a Girl Accidentally Being So Cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own place. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica have a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice their intense expression, like she is waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related to myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave to me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Dora's conversation with Monica. The probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, although. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that literature is all about. The problem is the idea of the literature club sounds so dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come to the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the things that speak in their creative minds. What's this? Suri is talking this really seriously. It's weird to hear it deliberating like this. Blah, 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 blah. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think Phil will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess I could... Cupcakes! Oh, dude, that was kind of demonic there, sorry. Haha, good thinking. Doki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Doki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. ... Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Suri is still her usual self. But therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motive at all, Suri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. That's a good skill right there. That's still the opposite of me. I'm like the main character in this game. As well, that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. I open my eyes and find Sidori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does your school have a napping club? Does your school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? No, but I need my anime. Without an anime, I am nothing. You'll need to get used to it. No, I can't. I need my anime. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see a Monaco overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. But I gotta finish the 8 billion episodes of One Piece, you know? I gotta do it. It's my long life goal. You're always looking out for me, Suri. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Yeah, exactly. Not every day. Gotcha. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on me? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. Oh, come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Suri, it's written all over you. Eh? Suri glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticked out all out there. Ah! I run my fingertips in the side of Suri's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush for this. My hair is really hard to get right. I wouldn't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I tried to wipe the stain with my finger. But no one would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I said the button up her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better you look, it'll change your mind. Dang, look at this glance. You got yourself a full view. Look at me, all manly, buttoning up her jacket. Her jacket. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You're making me feel weird about doing it, stupid. Oh, it's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful! The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled my fully to close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? I mean, my boob got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange that to see Sayori's bladders button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori harshly unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms around and twirls around. So if you keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do the things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a bit earlier. Okay, I'll let you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, it's very weird. It's like you guys are dependent on each other. Without each other, you guys would not be anything together. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. I just read that. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you would come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking this time. Were you? Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Hyperboy, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away and retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember the right poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well, you know that everyone really ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who would like to show their poem first? That's gonna be good. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can't trust her opinion to be fair. ... Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading though. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's even several minutes and we already haven't gotten anywhere. I might take Yuri a while to get used to a new play bowl. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were we saying? Right. Just that there are some specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and I have been through that myself. I kind of learning to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matters, and they form it into two together. The end result is that both the styles and the expressiveness were weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding the building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes to practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit based though. Based? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to your health, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts and process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which herself is kind of funny. After all, it's supposed to be a literature club. Ghost under the light. The tenderness of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining. I can't read cursive. Streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, claims breathing air in the present but living in the past. The light thickens. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. No, I just can't read cursive. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's early. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's your first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Hyperboy. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences of their own. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to the ghost, lingering in their last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be lifted with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, I make it happy. It makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Let's go to Sayori. ... Oh my goodness. This is so good, Hyperboy. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not good at writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion. I like you. Whatever. Yuri's opinion was way more considered than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure it's part of it. I think I understood you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Hyperboy poem. Heck yeah, it's a Hyperboy poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. That just reminded me of how you're really a part of a new club. A club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you like in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Hyperboy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be the way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to keep me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It's kind of ironic because I literally just did a poetry subject in school, so this is funny. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes you feel a little bit better about yourself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Whoa, is that like... Dang. Ah, yes. I didn't mean to say it like that. It was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounded just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehe. This is way too much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. If Monica's the best, then I read Monica's. Hi, Hyperboy. Having a good time so far? Ah, yes. Ah, yes, exquisite time. Good, I'm glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring it up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha ha. Don't worry, Hyperboy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's sort of a barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You said Sayori is a really good friend, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you shouldn't expect. I didn't read right. The way she talks to you about... Look at her. Oh. The way she talks to you, it sounds like you two really care about each other. Well, being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading it into it too much? Haha, could be. Oh gosh, you sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring her emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit brass toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find that suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. It sounds pretty coveted that someone who claims to be very good. Oh my god! Ah, you scared me! Why would you scare me like that?
I thought you should have multiple.
No, I didn't. I heard my door open, but I thought that you looked at it and saw I was reading it in your place.
Oh no, I told you about the movie. I was gonna watch it. You was the best. We finished the emoji.
Oh, sick. The emoji movie?
Literally the greatest movie ever made. So good that it was half a star out of 5. It was so good that even mom didn't like it. She liked every movie we made.
She didn't like it?
No, and then I say
Oh my god.
movies too.
Yeah, if mom doesn't like it. Okay, I'm gonna get back to this.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to hear my dad reading.
It's all good. How far are you?
We're sharing poems.
The first time?
Yeah.
What, for the first time? Jesus Christ!
I've been playing it straight. I haven't been taking any breaks.
Dang. Okay, then yeah.
That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see.
Hyperboy?
Yeah, you're a boy.
Why did you put your real name?
I didn't want him.
Butthole. You're supposed to feel immersed.
I don't care. It's like what Noble does. My big man.
Yeah, but that's what Noble doesn't get immersed.
Well, let's read it then. Let's see. Hole in the Wall. I love that game show. It couldn't have been me.
What I think is, who cares who the poems? Once I saw that they had to scroll, I was like, I didn't read
The
that.
hole, the bride that kept deep, and everyone influential. Okay. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. Is that what you call it?
It was a good meme.
It was a good meme. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that's the kind of style that's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Jeez, I'm like, it's hard to read. This is why I don't do videos of this. I can't read.
Real music. No, but yeah. I hate reading games.
What is the inspiration behind this one?
But
Well,
good.
I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I put a hole in the wall.
Oh.
I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany.
Epiphany.
Yeah, epiphany recently. I didn't know that's how you spell epiphany. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany. Yeah, something like that. Who's your favorite character of all the people?
Oh, I like the pink hair girl.
The singer.
Yeah, Natsuki. I was thinking like her at first, and like, she's like a little kid. I don't know why about that jail-based
I like
stuff.
Sayori.
But it's like, the more I hang out with her, I was like, I don't know, everyone I liked her the most.
So far, I like Sayori the most.
Her childhood friend?
Yeah. Because
I
it's
think
the
everyone
kind
was
of...
at first.
Yeah, at first. Maybe after everything is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, God, I feel like I'm in school. I literally just learned about poems in school like last week, so I feel like I'm freaking in school again.
Did you already talk to everybody about the poems?
This is after her. I have the pink-haired girl left in the neck.
Oh, why are you doing her last? What's up?
Cause saving the best for last.
Okay, that's true. Did you like get more points for somebody?
I got a lot of points for Sayori.
Oh, for your friend?
Yeah.
Oh, you made her jump the mouse?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's like the secret bonuses.
The secret bonuses. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day.
I didn't know you were so far behind.
Thanks for listening.
That's the very, very beginning.
Yeah, I'm still at the very, very beginning. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Okay, we'll start with things I don't like. First of all, dot dot dot. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poem. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable even to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem with you if it was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem to make me go, ha! It's not that great, but let me know if you want a real literature poem looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Dot dot dot. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki resorts to caught up in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the whole world like some self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure it out. It's a win or lose that she likes my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Girl, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing is to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems the people express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. See, everyone around you do great things, but it can really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like it sets up for rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I didn't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, that I won't take that away from her. Phew. That's all the time I got for this episode, but hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace!